Well, Jay Bird was telling me that apparently with his Aunt Ann, and we had talked about this just even on Monday. My mom had done this with her grandfather. He was known for his stories. And as he was getting older, they said, we clearly are not going to have this man forever. So they sat down with him and they said, please start telling us some stories. And they've got great tapes of my grandfather, telling these great stories that they had heard since they were kids, little girls, and had grown up with. And it's just for them so comforting and so awesome to be able to have those. And it's really something too if, my mom's really into kind of like tracing back her lineage.
Yeah.
And so to have that and not only have the name of the person that's on the family tree, but some audio and stories to go with it to kind of like add some color to the branches, it's some special stuff. And so with Aunt Ann, they had gone to her and said, you've got a lot of wisdom. That's what happens as you spend more and more years on this planet, is hopefully you learn a thing or two. And you got some things to tell the younger generation, be like, hey, here's some things that I've learned in my time. And so you guys did this with Aunt Ann and kind of like put down her words of wisdom that she would say.
Yeah, the blue, my sister Becky just said, hey, about a month ago, she goes, you need to write down the stuff, just like you're saying, because you got wisdom. And I do believe that. I think we should look to the elderly and more at, they got stories to tell us. There's a reason why they're around. There's teachings for us. I really believe that. I kind of feel like here in the States, a lot of times we take older people and put them away and don't kind of admire what they've gone through. Not to say there's not a-hole old people out there, but people that got something to offer just by being out there, I think that's a big deal.
It's doing it the right way is keeping them involved and learning from them. Mm-hmm. I love that.
And some of the things she wrote are, typical things a lot of people would say, I'd imagine. You got your cliche ones, like the first one she put, be kind to yourself. I know that's but there's something there. You got to be kind to yourself.
It's a good square root of life.
It is. The second one was to be kind to all people.
Yeah.
To be,
except Kevin.
Yeah, I think there is an
there is a parentheses, except for Kevin and sometimes Virginia. This one I like. I think it's directed to Kevin as well. Think before you speak. Think before you speak.
Okay.
And I think she also is saying that to herself too, because us Penningtons, we know how to put our foot in our mouths. You'll like this one, Kev. She said, pray each day. Mm-hmm. Whether it's to, if you're religious or if you're not, you don't have to be religious to pray. That can be something, you do by yourself.
I tell a lot of people, because you don't do this with the smartphones and the distractions and the noise that you have, is whatever you do, if nothing else, you need to find about 2 minutes of silence to just get your own thoughts together and listen to those voices that are speaking wisdom to you. Because there are a lot of things that even your subconscious picks up that you're trying to tell yourself, that when you're so busy and distracted, you don't listen.
I mean, Denny isn't a religious guy, but he does what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He quiets his mind. It's
Yeah.
a form of meditation. That's what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Meditation, all
Whatever it is you do with
whatever gets you calm and centered.
Yeah.
She put, take the time to think of the blessings in your life daily.
Yes.
But consciously
Yeah.
do that.
Gratitude.
Yeah.
Yep. I do that when I'm falling asleep sometimes. If I can't fall asleep, they say count sheep. No. If you count all the things you're grateful for, that really does put you in a great centered place. And you're like,
Kardashians,
caviar.
Real Housewives.
Yeah.
It's a long
I can
list.
imagine, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to go inside your mind and hear that.
You couldn't handle it.
Always enjoy your food if you can.
Okay.
Yes, girl. She's
and
right.
wisdom.
Yeah, there's a really cool Warren Zevon. Do you know who that is? He's a former singer.
Mm-hmm.
He knew he was about to pass away. He was diagnosed with something, and Dave Letterman was asking him a question. He goes, knowing you're going to pass and you have this knowledge, what can you give to the world? And I love this quote. He said, you know what? Enjoy every sandwich.
There you go.
And I think
Yeah.
it means something deeper than what he's saying, but just enjoy every bite, baby.
Yeah, we have good food and we wolf it down.
But enjoy every moment. Don't just don't go through things and rush through them.
Savor it.
Savor. Yeah, I think that's what he was trying to say.
Appreciate it.
Yes. Yes.
That's great wisdom.
And the last one, never forget to tell your loved ones that you love them.
Absolutely.
And that is a big one.
Every chance you get. You don't know.
Absolutely.
Well, there you go. That's some really good stuff.
Well, we love you, Jay Bird.
Well, I love y'all too, and I really do love the audience and being so kind to me and my family, even the jerky ones on Twitter.
Even the jerks on Twitter were a little softer this week.
Some of them were. There's always a couple that like to just
People surprise you.
Yeah, some people. We did have one hater that took a break on Monday. He even said he took a break. Back on Tuesday and Wednesday, but yeah.
He saved it.
Yes.